From translation, Net New English Translation, this 163 day of the year, today we are reading passages, Job 38-39, Job chapter 38, verses 1 to 41. Then the Lord answered Job out of the whirlwind. Who is this who darkens counsel with words without knowledge? Brace yourself like a man, I will question you, and you will inform me. Where were you when I laid the foundation of the earth? Tell me if you have understanding. Who set its measurements, perhaps you have knowledge, or who stretched a measuring line across it? On what were its bases sunk? Or who laid its cornerstone, when the morning stars sang in chorus, and all the sons of God shouted for joy? Who shut up the sea with doors when it burst forth, coming out of the womb, when I made the storm clouds its garment, and thick darkness its swaddling band, and prescribed my limit for it, and set bars and doors for it, and said, This far you may come and no farther, and here your proud waves stop? Have you ever in your life commanded the morning, or made the dawn know its place, that it might take hold of the skirts of the earth, and the wicked be shaken off it? It is changed like clay under a seal, and its things stand out like a garment's folds. From the wicked their light is withheld, and their uplifted arm is broken. Have you gone down to the springs of the sea, or walked about in the recesses of the deep? Have the gates of death been revealed to you, or have you seen the gates of deep darkness? Have you understood the vast expanses of the earth? Tell me if you know all this. In what direction does light reside, and darkness, where does it reside? Can you take them to their boundaries, or can you discern the path to their dwellings? You must know, for you were born then, and the number of your days is great. Have you entered the storehouse of the snow, or have you seen the storehouse of the hail, which I reserve for the time of trouble, for the day of war and battle? In what direction is lightning dispersed, or the east winds scattered around the earth? Who carves out a channel for the heavy rains, and a path for the rumble of thunder, to cause it to rain on an uninhabited land, a desert where there are no human beings, to satisfy a devastated and wasteland, and to cause it to sprout with vegetation? Does the rain have a father, or who has fathered the drops of the dew, from whose womb does the ice emerge? And the frost of the sky, who gives birth to it? The water becomes hard like stone, and the surface of the water is frozen solid. Can you tie the bands of the Pleiades, or can you loosen the cords of Orion? Can you lay out the constellations in their seasons, or can you guide the bear with its cubs? Do you know the laws of the heavens, or can you establish their rule over the earth? Can you raise your voice to the clouds, so that a flood of water covers you? Can you send out lightning bolts and they go? Will they say to you, Here we are? Who has put wisdom in the heart, or who has given understanding to the mind? Who by the Spirit can count the clouds, and who can tilt the water jars of heaven, when the dust hardens into a mass, and the clumps of earth stick together? Can you hunt prey for the lion, or satisfy the appetite of the young lions when they crouch in their dens, when they lie in wait in their lair? Who prepares prey for the raven, when its young cry to God, and wander about for lack of food? Job chapter 39, verses 1 to 30. Do you know when the mountain goats give birth? Do you watch the deer when they give birth? Can you count the months they fulfill? Or do you know the time when they give birth? They crouch, they give birth to their offspring, they get rid of their labor pains. Their young ones become strong, they grow up in the open field. They depart and do not return to them. Who sent the wild donkey free? And who loosed the bonds of the wild donkey, to whom I gave the wilderness for a home, and the salt land as his dwelling place? He scorns the tumult of the city, he does not hear the shouts of the driver. He ranges the mountains for his pasture, and he searches after every green thing. Is the wild ox willing to serve you? Will he spend the night at your manger? Can you tie the wild ox to a furrow with a rope? Will he till the valleys behind you? Can you rely on him for his great strength? Will you entrust your labor to him? Can you trust him to bring in your grain and gather it to your threshing floor? The wings of the ostrich flap joyfully, but are they the pinions and feathers of a stork? For she lays her eggs on the ground and warms them in the dust. She forgets that a foot may crush them, or that a wild animal may trample them. She deals harshly with her young ones as if they were not hers. She is unconcerned that her labor was in vain, for God has deprived her of wisdom, and has not given her a share in understanding. But when she gets up to run, she laughs at the horse and its rider. Do you give the horse his might? Do you clothe his neck with a mane? Do you make him leap like a locust? His majestic snorting is terrifying. He paws in the valley and exults in his strength. He goes out to meet the weapons. He laughs at fear and is not dismayed. He does not turn back from the sword. A quiver rattles at his side, along with a flashing spear and a javelin. He frenzies with excitement, and when he charges into battle, he devours the ground with his feet. He says among the trumpets, Aha, and from a distance he smells the battle, the thunder of the captains and the shouting. Is it by your understanding that the hawk soars, and spreads his wings toward the south? Is it at your command that the eagle mounts up, and makes his nest on high? On the cliff he dwells and makes his home, on the rocky crag, an inaccessible place. From there he spies out food, his eyes see it from afar. His young ones suck up blood, and where the slain are, there is he.